Space checkers. How to play. The object of the game is to capture all your opponent's checkers. Set up the board like so. Checkers always go on the textured spaces. Place black's checkers on the bottom 2 levels on one side and red's on the top 2 levels across from black's. All checkers begin the game king side face down. Red's topmost 2 edge squares and black's bottommost 2 edge squares are their king rows. Red goes first, then turns alternate. On your turn, you must move one checker. The first piece you touch, you must move unless moving that piece is impossible. Checkers always move forward, towards their opponent's king row. Checkers can move diagonally forward on the same level, or diagonally forward and vertically towards their opponent's king row, either up or down one level, or move sideways and vertically towards their opponent's king row, up or down one level. A checker can only move one space. If an opposing checker blocks your path, and there is an available space beyond that space, that would be a legal move for your piece if it was on the space where your opponent's checker is, then your checker may jump the opposing checker and land on the open space, capturing the opponent's checker and removing it from the board. If, after completing a jump, there is another legal jump available, you may make a subsequent jump and capture another piece. In a single turn, you can string together as many jumps as you want so long as they are legal. If you have a legal jump, you do not have to jump if you don't want to. This is called huffing. However, if you huff, then on your opponent's very next turn, they may respond one of 3 ways. First, they can ignore it and make a normal move of their own. Second, they can force you to make the jump. Third, they can remove your piece that missed the opportunity to jump. If the huff was ignored and remains in effect after your next turn, then your opponent can still respond to it in the same way. When a checker reaches its opponent's king row, it becomes kinged. Flip the piece over and stack another on top of it to show this. Kinged checkers are allowed to travel in any direction one space and can jump in any direction. The first player to capture all their opponent's checkers wins. If you blockade your opponent so they cannot move, then you win. If it is impossible for either player to win, then the game ends in a draw.